Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from March 3rd to the 9th, and I'm using this kit from Scribble Prints Co, I believe called Wonka for obvious reasons. And this was one of her pop mystery kits. I didn't pick it up when it first released just because I don't love a mystery. I want to know what I'm getting. I think I got one just because the colors looked so good and it was a Halloween kit. And it ended up being like a Disney Halloween kit. It was beautiful. I wish I had a use for it, but I didn't. Anyway, point being, I don't like buying mystery kits. However, now SPC re-releases Pop Mystery every once in a while, and you can pick which kits you want. So I was able to pick this up. Unfortunately, when that happens, you're not able to get any of the add-ons. So I had no label sampler for this. So I ended up having to pull in a ton of my leftovers, and this ended up taking twice as long as I was hoping it would. I also kept rearranging a lot of things. I picked up and put down a lot of stickers, especially on Wednesday. I think I redid the last half of the day completely. But I'm happy with how everything turned out. I think the only day I left a full box off of was Monday. And then other than that, I was able to squeeze everything in. I did move the glitter headers up a little bit to give myself a little more space. And then I just used the date covers to fix that. As far as my plans this week, I think the biggest thing is that we had to renew our lease this week. If you remember, my garbage disposal broke and I was quite distraught because I didn't want to let my landlord know that anything was broken in time for him to raise the rent. Anyway, on Monday, we talked to our landlord and he is keeping the rent the same for this year, which is, so nice. Such a relief. Because my raise this year was pitiful, and it just, Anyway, great news. Besides that, I just feel like a lot of little annoying things happened this week, like nothing really noteworthy. I'm just checking. I don't think so. I don't think I did anything interesting this week, but I guess I can tell you a couple of the annoying things that happened. Besides work being crazy, I still couldn't smell for the majority of this week. And on Tuesday, I had to deal with just mild grandma drama. It wasn't too bad. If you've seen my other plan with me, maybe you know that my grandma's fucking insane. Well, anyway, she has me do all of her online shopping for her because she doesn't know how. And she's also just like not patient whatsoever. Long story short, she had me order a towel bar off of this website that I've never used before, and the return process was a nightmare, and she decided that she didn't want it. She got the wrong size, basically, so she had to return it. It was a whole thing. She kept hounding me about the refund because I used my credit card to buy it, and then she Zells me money for whatever the hell I bought her. So I'm not going to give her money back until my credit card is refunded. And she just kept bugging me about it. And I'm like, look, I did everything I could. I emailed customer service for you. I got the shipping label. I emailed you the shipping label. All you had to do was print it out, slap it on the box, and have someone take it to FedEx for you. So I don't know what you want from me. I don't have the tracking information. You have the tracking information because they give you a receipt when you drop the box off. Anyway, it ended up being fine, but she had my uncle's partner drop it off for her, and so then she was bothering him and making it sound like I was the one hounding for the tracking number. I wasn't. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Or actually, I'm sorry, it didn't even matter about the tracking number because I did have the tracking number in my email. What happened was I tracked it for her and it said that it wasn't shipped. It basically said label created. Do you know what I mean? So then she was hounding my uncle's partner for the receipt. Because obviously if it's lost in the mail, you need the receipt to prove that you did send it back so that they will refund your money or your credit card company will refund your money, yada, yada. You guys know how online shopping works. My grandmother doesn't. So then I get this angry text message from him, and I don't necessarily think he was mad at me, but it just really frustrated me because the way he worded the text was like, Ansley, I'm doing my best. I have so much going on. I'm trying to get this receipt for her. I'm not even home and she won't stop hounding me. I will get it when I can. And so I had to message him like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I already got Zelled the money. Like, I don't care. This isn't me. I don't give two shits if it gets returned or if it gets thrown into the ocean. It doesn't affect me, but the texts affect me. So anyway, it was just fucking annoying. And then another thing that happened this week, it ended up being really fun, really good. Glad I went. But as you all know, I don't like moving my car from its parking spot during the week. It can be atrocious, a nightmare, horrific. And I had to go to a birthday party that started at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And it was also pouring rain. And one of my wipers was broken. I had tried to replace the wiper myself on Tuesday night, but number one, my hair was wet, so I was freezing my ass off because I had already taken a shower, already gotten ready for bed when I realized oh fuck, I only have one wiper on my car right now and I have to drive in a torrential downpour tomorrow night. So I go out in the pitch black, holding my cell phone under my chin, trying to use it as a flashlight, figuring out how to change the wiper. And if you didn't know, this is a new car to me. I've never replaced a wiper like this. My old car, it was very easy. It was basically like a button. You slide it in, slide it out. It was great. So I just never did it. So I just said, fuck this. So the next day, I was just like, yeah, I'm just not going to go to the party. It's pouring rain. I don't have a wiper. I'm going to lose my parking spot. It's a fucking Wednesday. This is the dumbest day on earth for me to go anywhere. But Joe ended up coming over on Wednesday while I was at work, and he put the wiper on for me. So I was able to go, but I'm an anxious lady. I hate parking. I hate driving. Also, the party I'm going to isn't in the city. It was in Manayunk, if you know Philly. There's still not a lot of parking there, And so I was like, great, I'm going to have to go. I don't know where to park there. And then I'm going to have to walk in the rain. I was already soaked from work. I had to end up changing my shoes, changing my pants, changing everything because I was drenched from walking home. So anyway, I was just not happy about it, and I knew that when I got home, there wasn't going to be any parking, and it was going to be atrocious. It ended up all working out. I got a parking spot really close to the house I was going to. Yes, I was stuck in a lot of traffic, but I still made decent time. And then, fortunately, somehow, when I got home, there was a parking spot not too far away. I didn't feel unsafe walking to my apartment, which was good. So yeah. Other than that, I don't think anything happened. Yeah. Oh, one exciting thing. This was really fun. I think Joe got me my favorite candy for some reason, probably Christmas, and or Valentine's Day. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, one of the flavors tasted different. It tasted off, it tasted weird. So I ended up emailing the company because the thing is, this is my favorite candy, and if they've changed the recipe, I want to know. So I was just like, hey, did you guys change the recipe? Just curious, because I get this candy all the time, and one of the flavors just tastes off. Anyway, they never responded to me, but on Sunday I went home to a package, and I had no idea what the hell it was. It said it was from some company, and I'm like, I didn't order anything from here, so I don't know what this is. I open it, it's 2 free bags of my favorite candy and an apology letter. And anyway, that candy tasted just right. So I think I just got a weird batch or something, and it wasn't even the whole bag. It was just this one flavor in there wasn't right. But yeah, I thought that was really nice. And I think that's it. So let's just get into the day by day, starting with Monday. The first thing I marked was that I woke up cold and sweaty. I'm still wondering if it's my antidepressants that does this to me every once in a while, because I don't think, besides when I was on, what was I on? Zoloft? Something. I was sweating every single night. That, if you recall, was unbearable. I had to go off the medication. It was ruining my life. Now I just wake up cold and clammy every once in a while, but it's still way more often than before. But it could also just be because I'm getting older, hormones, yada, yada, whatever. But I'm doing really well on the antidepressants, so I'm not looking to wean off anytime soon, especially with like the state of everything right now. I think I need them. So anyway, I woke up cold and sweaty, and I used a sweating emoji for that. Then with a munchkin, I marked that Joe woke up and helped me carry all my stuff to my car because I had like groceries and all this other stuff. And he doesn't wake up early, so it was very nice of him to help me at 7 a.m. Then with this annoyed emoji head, I marked that I just came home to a bunch of annoying shit. I don't even remember what it was, but I have an idea. Then with this leftover icon from Caress Press, I marked that I took another COVID test and it was still negative. With this rabbit hole handcraft sticker, I marked that our rent was staying the same. With this rage quit sticker from Stick with the Plan Co., I marked that work was just awful. It's been awful, I'm not gonna lie. Then with this Prairie Planner exercise sticker, I marked that I did a chest workout. With this Stellabo Sticker Co., what the hell are these called? Tissues. With this tissue sticker, I marked that I still didn't have any taste or smell whatsoever. With this leftover sticker from some kit, I marked that I had tea. Then with this Prairie Planner puzzle piece, I marked that I worked on my puzzle. With this old SPC icon, I marked that I did my nails and I hated the color. It was so ugly. And then the final thing on Monday with this Prairie Planner book was that I started putting together my reading journal. Then moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked was that I still could not taste or smell, and I used another tissue sticker for that. With this, everything is fine. Everything is mine, oh my God. Everything is fine, eye twitching squidge, I marked that it was just the world's busiest day at work. With this cell phone from Sticky Perks, I think, I marked that I don't know, I had to like message an Etsy seller about something. It ended up being fine. Then with a Stick with the Plan Co. Lottie, I marked the stuff with my grandmother's return. Then with another Lottie, I marked that I did Slim in 6. With this Prairie Planner car, I marked that I tried to do my wiper and it didn't work. With this emoji drinking tea, I marked that I had my tea. With this Erica G Designs camera, I marked that I filmed. With this little Prairie Planner television, I marked that I watched Lie to Me. And then the last thing on Tuesday was that I had a really bad nightmare. Can't remember what it was, but it wasn't great. And this is also from Rabbit Hole. Then moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with this swimsuit emoji was that it was 50 degrees on my walk to work. Crazy. Then with this Why Me Munchkin, I marked that I still couldn't smell or taste. With this UGG, I think from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked that I was just in an absolutely awful mood because I was anxious about like the parking and the driving. And if you're wondering why Joe wasn't coming with me, he had a soccer game, so he couldn't go. So I had to take myself. It was the only way I was going to get there. Then with this Angel Munchkin, I marked that Joe changed my wiper for me. With another Rabbit Hole Girl, I marked that I walked in a downpour. With this eye roll emoji, I marked that I got stuck in really bad traffic. With this SPC old school balloon sticker and this pizza emoji, I marked that I made it to the birthday party and they had pizza. With this heart icon, I think from Caress Press, I marked that Joe ended up making it. I think he only made it for like 45 minutes, but he came right after his soccer game and he was able to hang out for a little bit. Then with this laughing rabbit from I think it's Papershire, I marked that I got an okay parking spot. With another Papershire sticker, I marked that I just talked with my roommate a little bit when I got home, and then she actually ended up very kindly walking back to my car with me, because even though I was close and I felt safe, like, still, and I had forgotten my, like, nice umbrella in my car, and I would be devastated if someone broke into my car for a $12 umbrella. And by nice, I just mean, like, it's the kind that doesn't get compact, so it doesn't flip inside out in the wind. Anyway, I'm so nervous about my car ever being broken into ever again for any reason. Then with this Once More With Love cat, I marked that the cats got in a pretty bad fight. They're usually pretty good together, but yeah, it made me mad. Then with this leftover book deco, I marked that I read Rage. This is when I started it. I might have started it this day. Anyway, then moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was that I weighed myself and everything was how it was supposed to be. With this Papershire cat, I marked that Janet and I both slept through the night. I had to close my door and lock Brad out of my room because, as you guys know, I mention it multiple times because I've had to deal with cleaning up after him many times. He has something wrong with his butt glands, and sometimes his ass reeks, and anything, even though there's no poo on him, anything he touches will smell like ass. And because I couldn't smell, I didn't want him in my room because I wouldn't know if he was just making everything stink. So I locked him out, and usually Janet needs the door cracked so that she can come and go as she pleases, but she slept through the night with no issue. It was great. We both slept through the night. Very rare. Then with this Olivia from such and such, I marked that I rushed to work. With this Sticky Perks book, I marked that I read. With another Prairie Planner puzzle piece, I marked that I worked on my puzzle. With a tea emoji, I marked that I had my tea. With these stickers from Prairie Planner, I marked that I pulled stickers. And then the final thing with these, I think this is Papershire, with these Papershire books, I marked that I read. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I was just in a really weird mood. Not a good mood, and I didn't know why I wasn't in a good mood, just weird. Then with this emoji, I marked that I worked remote. With this rabbit hole handcraft laundry sticker, I marked that I washed my electric blanket, and if you have an electric blanket, it's a big deal. I wanted to put it away for the season, and it has to air dry, because you don't want to break it. Then with this Munchkin drinking tea and reading a book, I marked that I finished Rage. With this Carly Plans chicken, I think, or turkey, I marked that that Joe got us free Chick-fil-A nuggets. I can't remember if it's basketball. I think it's something to do with the 76ers. He explained it to me just recently. I think it's every time the opposing team misses a free throw, Chick-fil-A gives you free nuggets. So anyway, we got free nuggets. Then with this Prairie Planner book, I marked that I read The Monkey. I ended up reading all of Skeleton Crew, but I wanted to start with The Monkey because I want to watch the movie sooner rather than later, and I'd never read it before. Then with this Once More with Love sticker, I marked that I drove to West Philly with Joe. He had to run an errand, and I just kept him company. And then the last thing on Friday with this Fox and Cactus sticker was that we watched The Challenge and White Lotus. I'm still very much enjoying season 3. I don't know why people aren't into it. I'm loving it. I think I like it more than season 2. Then moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with this, I think, Papershire bagel was that I got so many free bagels. So many free bagels. I got so many. Joe got them for me. I got so many that I think I took 6 or 7 for myself, and then he still had about 30 left. And he ended up putting them on his Facebook neighborhood page, and then someone else came and got free bagels as well. Then with this TV icon, I marked that I watched YouTube and probably had my Red Bull. With this Prairie Planner car, I marked that I just drove around with Joe. He had work. He had to go to work, and I just drove around with him. Then with this book deco, and I used this chunk specifically because the book It is at the bottom of the pile, and I was reading Stephen King books basically all this month, and I read The Jaunt next. This is actually the reason why I wanted to read The Skeleton Crew, was because I really wanted to read The Jaunt, so I read that. Then with this this sad or tired Fox and Cactus girl, I marked that I was so tired. With these with this Stick with a Plan Co sticker, I marked that Joe, my roommate, and I all went to Marathon Grill together and just had dinner. It was nice. I was too tired to really do much more than that, but it was nice to get out a little bit. I mean, I had been out all day, but just sitting in a car, Then with this all good squidge from Stick with the Plan Co, I marked that Joe did his internet, and by that I mean he got a new modem or router or both, I can't remember, and he had to set it up, and so we didn't have internet for a hot second, but he figured it out. Then with this big TV from Pink Diamond Planner Co, I think. Anyway, I marked that we watched White Lotus. And then finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked was that unfortunately we lost an hour, and it's currently March 31st, and I'm still recovering from this. It hasn't been going well. It really did ruin my life. You know that meme, it's not an exaggeration. I say that every time. It really is not an exaggeration. It like really fucks you up. Then with these olives from Olive Studio, I marked that I walked to Trader Joe's and Aldi with my roommate to go food shopping with this Aldi sticker from Stick with a Plan Co. I marked that we went food shopping. We walked the whole thing, so whatever. I marked it twice. It's fine. Then with this squidge holding a piece of candy, I marked that I got my free candy surprise. With this donut deco, I marked that I treated myself to some Trader Joe's donuts, and they were really good. They were the sour cream donuts. Delicious. Then with this leftover icon from a kit, I marked that I walked to CVS just on my own. Then with this Sticky Perks Chipotle sticker, I marked that Joe brought me Chipotle. He was like away at band practice and he had eaten pizza with them, and so I asked if he would pick me up Chipotle. And then with another one of these Olivia's, the order was wrong. It was so wrong. They gave me somebody else's food. Almost none of it was edible. Luckily, they gave me my guacamole, hot sauce, and tortilla because I was at least able to sort of finagle a burrito out of it. But it had cheese, steak, which I don't eat, the tomato salsa, which I don't eat, corn, which I eat, but I never get at Chipotle. It had extra rice. I always get light rice, and it had 4 beans on it, and I get extra beans. So it was the polar opposite of my order. I also get vegetarian because the meat at Chipotle freaks me out. Anyway, fortunately, I messaged customer service, and they immediately gave me a free one, and I think I have to use it within the next week and a half. But anyway, so at least I got a free one out of it, but it's a joke at this point. Chipotle has not gotten my order right, I think, more than twice in the last 3 years. And I know I don't go very often anymore, but that's because they keep getting it fucking wrong. So anyway, I thought maybe if he picked it up outside of Philly that it would be better, but no. Then with this Fox and Cactus sticker, I marked that we watched Dune 1, and neither one of us were really blown away by it. He was bored out of his mind, and I was just kind of bored. I think we might still suffer through the second one just because people rave about this shit, and I don't know. I want to know what the hype is about, but so far I don't really get it. And then the final thing on Sunday with this late night emoji was that I went to bed at 1 a.m. because I was watching Dune. So anyway, that's everything for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.